ahead and use things. What would you prefer? Yellow spandex?
Gesundheit.
Did you see anything? No, sir. I didn't see you playing with your dolls again. Good!
Well, I'll tell you, nobody handles garbage better than we do.
You don't remember?
For you, the day bison graced your village was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday. What are you smiling about?
Dude, I almost had you.
Hey guys, welcome to my next review. This is the Transformers, Blokees Transformers 1 Sentinel Prime. I picked this up from my local comic book shop, and if you pay attention to Blockheads, I did a live build of this guy. So first things first, let's take a look at the packaging. So here is the front of the box with some of that artwork. 91 pieces. There's the barcode for their Facebook page. And on this side, we have more artwork. On this side, you kind of can see some of the extra accessory bits and the figure. And then the back, more artwork, a bio, and some of the examples of the sprues. Top of the box, Sentinel Prime in his armor mode, and the bottom we got the barcode and some of the legal stuff. So let's get to the figure. Well, first thing I want to show off the instructions. Here is the instructions. This is like the typical classic class instructions from Blokees. And next up, let's take a look at the figure. So here he is. Let's get a good look at that face sculpt. And just some of the details and the different colors, the golds, the silvers. Really like the details in the his wings. Next up, let's kind of go over the articulation. So his head is on a ball joint, so it can go down about that far, up about to there, do a little sideways back and forth. Arms can do a full 360, but the wing kind of gets in the way. Shoulders are on a ball, but they only go up so much on the ball, and then there's a hinge right here. That's one thing you're going to notice with this guy. No swivel up there, but he does have a bicep swivel. Less than 90 degree at the elbow. Hands are on a ball. Waist, ball joint as well. Or not a ball, it's a swivel joint. No ab crunch. Legs are on a ball, the hip. So you can kind of, a little bit of rotation in and out. They can go up to here. So not the full splits. They can, I mean, you can get them to kick high. Same thing with the back. See, knee, there is a swivel at the knee, and then you can get 90 degree at the knee. Ankles on a ball joint, but you can get really good rockers, and then it can tilt back and tilt a little forward. Also, the wings are on a ball joint, so you can get a little, you can get them up. You can kind of angle them a little bit. Yeah, so that's it for the figure. Now let's kind of go over some of the accessories. So like all of the classic class, he does come with a stand and then 2 effect pieces that go on the stand. He has his dual bladed weapon, a la Thanos. And then he has a lot of other bits. So one of the things with Sentinel Prime is, if you saw on the side, he has like a battle mode. So he has a shield with a blaster on it. He has different feet for his battle mode. Here's his battle mask. Additional shoulder pauldrons. Cannons that go on his legs. And he has a pair of extra hands. So what we'll do is we'll convert him to battle mode. So first thing, he has a small, should we do this on camera? Yeah, why not? Hold on, let's tilt this down a little bit. So you need to be careful when removing his faceplate. It's probably better to pop his head off because his chin, the piece on his chin is very small. And then you put that on. Here's a good look at his face with the mask. Oh, you know, one of the things I forgot. So like all classic class, he does have the tap light up feature. So you can see his eyes are lit up right now. Not much really shines through the chest. Let's see, so next, I'm gonna put these shoulder pauldrons on. Just tab in. And then, so you want to convert, if you don't drop his arm. That's one thing I don't like about this. His arms tend to pop off a lot easier. But his shield tabs in on his arm like that. Let's just pull this arm off. So this hand pops off, and then you pull this panel, tab it into the other section. See how there's like 2 cross sections? So this kind of makes like a blaster, where his hand is a blaster, or his arm or whatever has a blaster on it. See, next up, these gold bits on the side of his leg come out, and then you plug in the cannon, and then you retab the gold bits. And then the last part, you take his feet off and pop on, let's see, the other feet. Or his, whatever his battle mode feet. And those just pop on like that. So this is his battle mode, and then you can, if you want, you can put his bladed weapon in his hand. But this is him kitted out in battle mode. I don't even, it doesn't really stand that well. Does it peg in on there? Cool. So it does peg in well on his on the display stand. But you almost want a flight stand for this guy, just because he's got the thrusters on the bottom. I will have to say, this is one of them, the balls do not stick that well. But yeah, so that's Sentinel Prime in his battle mode. Alright, so let's do a little bit of a size comparison. So here's Sentinel Prime next to a Defender class, Galaxy class. Let's see, what else do we have here? Here is the Optimus Primal Classic class. So this is before, so that's one of the early Classic classes before they did the size changes. And then last but not least, probably my favorite of the Classic class, Transformers 1 stuff, Megatron. Transformers 1 is definitely where you started seeing improvement in the Classic class. So let's go do final thoughts. Alright, so here's my final thoughts on the Transformers 1 Classic class Sentinel Prime. First off, let's go with the negatives. One thing that's really different with this is how his knees and elbow joints, they just don't tab in like typical Classic class stuff does from Blokees. And there is a little bit of limited articulation because of that as well. Well, like when you're trying to articulate it, the things pop off. Same thing with some of the ball joints, like his shoulders, they're just not as snug. Things don't hold quite as secure as I would like them to. But other than that, I mean, I really like the design. The build was fun. All the extra bits and just the option that you can do for like the battle mode to normal mode, that's really fun, a fun play feature. But I really like the golds and the blues on this guy. It looks really good. But like I said, fun build. Definitely if you're into these Classic class, this is one of the better ones to own and get. And I'm kind of all in on these Transformers 1 Classic class stuff from Blokees. Fun toys. So that's all I have for this one. If you could, like this video, subscribe to my channel if you're not a subscriber, comment, share. It all helps the algorithm. Can you hype regular videos? I know you can live. That's an app only thing. Also, look me up on all the other social medias. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, X. I have my own Facebook page. I am trying to get 100 followers on there so I can go multi-stream and live stream on there as well as YouTube. So if you could, head over to my Facebook page. All of my socials are, you can look me up at Talib1980_collects. There also will be a link in the bio. But that's all I have. This is the Blokees Transformers Classic Class Transformers 1 Sentinel Prime. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Peace. Bye.